night and watch hentai all the time with my soul is tormented by a succubus. Call assist, pencil dripping from the way I spit. Fell in love with this. Sis got music, now she in my...
Hello and welcome back everyone, the name is Kahenkio and the game is Pokemon Duel. I have to admit, I've been a bad boy because I'm still thinking that I'm Team Palkia, and Team Palkia is winning by 300,000 points and 51.1% win rate, so you guys are absolutely awesome, everybody who's Team Palkia. Everybody else who's not Team Palkia, you're less awesome, but not too much less awesome. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does in my head, therefore I'm saying it. Team Delga though sucks, because 48.2% win rate, it's not so great, but who am I to judge? I'm not judging, I'm just commentating. I'm still incognito, I'm still the coffee mug cup thing. I'm not having a coffee right now, but it's still super early in the morning, and the day hasn't been starting super nice. Unfortunately, I have some real life issues going through right now as we speak, but I needed to do a small video update for you, so here we are. Basically, this is the update. Palkia is still number 1. Giratina is number 2 and Dialga is number 3. That's pretty awesome. I only had one duel in this event. I haven't had a different one. The multiplier is still X5. I'm gonna wait until the last day to see if I get more with the team. If not, then I'm just gonna pop the boosters as is. I do have 400 gems saved up for that EX cube, and let's pop those little bad boys that I have right now to see if there's anything good in them. So there's a blue one, there's a Stantler, Indian Common, Rare Metal Uncommon, and 19 points. That without any enhancement boosters, and that's with only a X5 multiplier. Let's see about those rainbows. It's usually the case before these team events that the game gives me rainbow boosters for some reason, and it's really unlucky. Or lucky. Well, you know, you want a rainbow, but you don't want it throughout an event, So there's Brainy, or whatever you call that, and 60 team points. With enhancement boosters, that would be a lot more, and maybe with the multiplier by 10, that'd be even more booster points, or whatever. That'd be 240 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's pop the last rainbow box right here and see what kind of a shenanigan that one holds. Only a rare again. Regan Nicholas, hello there, buddy. Haven't seen you in ages. And 60 more team points. That brings us to a total of 129, plus a few more that I opened yesterday. I don't remember how many that was. Not more than 150 total points. But I do have a small duel, because if you noticed my deck, this is what I resort to when the times go to crap. This is what I resort to when the new meta banner Pokemon thing takes over. And fortunately here we don't have many featured with them. But if you check out the top decks in the rankings, you will understand what's up. Like, look at this. 4K rating player, and how can you not be with this deck, bro? I mean, how can you not? If you don't have 1 or 2 Altarias right now matched up with the Zapdos, you're not going places, basically. That's what the game says to you. And there's pretty high ranking people featured recently, which is pretty interesting to me, because my highest ever rating was 38.3, I think, and I never reached that spot ever again. After, I'm like between 34 to 36 usually. And there we have some Spotlight, Races, Genic, everybody high ranked here. Very interesting. Look at this, Carlos. It's a really interesting deck here with the round. He doesn't have the evolutions though, but he does have the minus damage applied. Talent with C level 10, level 10 Lunalas. What the man? What the? Okay. Carmonta X defend with versus and help. Alright, that's an interesting matchup. And Troyan is again 4K now, this man. He's just killing it with his deck. Look at this deck. This is now the best deck in the world, I believe. There's literally very little that can freaking counter it. I don't know what can. Something with Grass Knots? That's basically like the only thing you can play right now with so much damage, because instant knockout, the purple, don't work here. It doesn't matter if you have instant knockout, because those guys have the gold. Zapdos will hit for 160 with the gold, and if he has any C levels, that's even like more Electro Energy on top of that, or Electrosphere even. That's like Holy freaking lord, what the fuck. But hey, we are here because this is my deck. This is my go-to deck when I have grim days. It's double speed forms, Koko, Mew, this time Keldeo and Crobat. Because Keldeo and Crobat and Mew have the potential with their dodge to move even further away than they already are, which means they can absolutely outplay an opponent without trying super hard. Crobat and Mew have the shuttle flip with when you're attacked and they roll it once, he can move 2 steps back and then grab the opponent's entry if that happens on your first turn or if you're like not super aggressive. And once you do that, you have to roll once more or they have to expand the goal block. Once they expand the goal block, you send out your speed forms and you keep on sending them out because the enemy usually stays on their own entry in order to defend against you, you know? And that is a wrong play in my opinion because you stand out away from your entry, you let the enemy take the entry, then you kill the enemy because when you kill that enemy, then the next Pokemon that he's going to send is not going to be able to grab the entry again really easy. He's going to have to either hurdle jump or do his own other shenanigans, and then you can like step another one, let him take the entry, and then kill that other enemy. If you lose that encounter, like if you step away from your entry, he takes the entry, and you lose that encounter, well, you would have lost anyway, okay? So don't get hung up on that, just play your games and whatever. And this is the duel I had, like the first duel and the only duel I played yesterday. I didn't play anymore because I didn't really feel like it. Was versus a 3200 player, I think. But I just wanted to show how good this deck is and how resilient a rush deck can be, because people thinking that 3MP Mons are like weaklings and they're not good and whatever, and this is just a showcase of why I expand dodge and why I expand the defensive parameters of a rush deck, and especially on the Mew, that I don't expand the gold. Mew doesn't need to have the gold expanded. Every runner ever, if they have a dodge, they need a dodge, because their job is to keep a place occupied. I know Terrakion counters every single one of them. Terrakion can steamroll through this whole entire team in less than a couple of turns, but the thing is, Kirby here, the player that I played against, is having his Solgaleo, he's having his Oricorio, he's having his Kirlia, Mew, he's having his Tapu Lele, and Mewtwo with the Mewtwo Plate, Long Throw, Gold Block, Scoop Up, and Double Chance. I'm running the standard Double Chance, X Attack, Max Revive, and Hurdle Jump Gold Block. X Attack for the situations where the enemy is defending with something and I need that extra damage to kick him off. Double Chance for the potential of Shadow Flip, Max Revive, and Gold Block, of course, because you need to have some resilience. Now let's see what the enemy does. He sends out his Mew, and I immediately send out my Speed Form because I know that I can rush the goal, it doesn't matter to me. So he's going to send the Mew on the go, and that's good, I don't mind. I'm going to grab the entry, it's totally fine. And now what happens, he sends out his Mewtwo. This is a classic Mewtwo play where you set up your Mewtwo on the entry, then you place your Mewtwo Plate and you start attacking and you're like, I'm gonna kill all of you, and so on, so on, so on. So watch this, the turn is 294 and the Mewtwo attacks. Turn 294. I do get the Shadow Flip, he gets the Side Strike, doesn't really matter. I stand there, I don't really need to move. I send out my Tapu Koko because I want to kill the Mew. He attacks my thing again, and he gets the Poison Fang against the Hypersonic, which means he's going to be poisoned, which means his 60 when the, 60 or 80, whatever, when the Crobat is again on the field, his damage will be 41 for the gold, and 41 matches up with my Speed Form. So, I roll the dodge, she rolls a psychic, I respin once more time because I believe that I can get the wild charge and I do get the quick attack. And because of the Mewtwo on the field, the Mew gets plus 20 damage and he kills off my Tapu Koko. Of course I do have my Speed Form, so I can definitely send him out on my goal, and I just wish that I can like survive one turn. He's gonna attack it instantly. Turn 288 by the way. He attacks but gets the Annihilate. I survive to live another day. He grabs the entry again, gets another turn for his trouble, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send out the Mew. The Mew against the Mewtwo has a really nice survivability potential, so that's good enough for me. He's gonna grab another Annihilate, and now I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and start planning this around because I don't want that Mewtwo trying to, you know, get me killed or whatever or not. So I'm just gonna go with an X attack towards that Mew and try to kill him off. I know if I roll the 40 and he rolls the 30 or something, I'm gonna kill it, but I roll the freaking miss. I'm like, come on, man, like, game, please, you know? Like, but I wanted him to waste a little bit of a turn or two for his Mutinite to expire, because that was pretty scary. I do get the Hydra Kick here, and the Solgaleo will be benched, and that's the great potential of the freaking Keldeo. Solgaleo cannot advance towards my Speed Form and kill it off completely, because he's like here, okay, Mewtwo doesn't do me any favors, I'm just gonna do something about it. The Double Dust, though, is gonna just expand his Mutinite plate, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna send out the Koko, and I'm probably gonna set up a Surround. But I keep on surviving. Shadow Flip after Shadow Flip after Dodge after Annihilate. Good enough for me, I don't really care. With the Crobat on the field, his Side Strike is 100 damage, which is still more than enough to annihilate in my entire team. But I'm happy about it. I don't really mind. He's gonna go Double Chance. He's gonna try and kill off my Speed Form. And I believe that with a Double Chance, this is very potent and could happen. He goes Annihilate, I get the Psychic. And here we go again. This 61 Hyper Psychic becomes 81, minus 40 damage at 41. If only that other Speed Form or that entry, that would have meant that this guy has like done with the turns and whatever not. And I could max survive, surround him, and that would be absolutely great. But I send out my Mew, he attacks the Mew, he's like, I'm gonna kill you, bro. And this damage is about enough. It's again 41 against 40, that one C level doing work for that Mewtwo. Why? But I still have my Speed Form, and I'm like, alright, bro, I still have my Speed Form, don't worry, I still have a Hurdle Jump if my Speed Form dies to get the Crobat, and then I have a Golbat to send out my my Koko there as well. So he needs to win a couple of turns here to be in order. So right here I see that I really don't have any much choice, because I do want to surround him at some point. So I'm just going to max revive and send out my Speed Form there for him to attack, because that Speed Form has the C level on the 41. And if only that matchup would have come on up, that would have been just plenty to get him in a neutral turn and then surround. But of course the Speed Form is going to die. Or wasn't that the one with the C levels? Yeah, that was the one with the C levels. Alright. So he attacks again and he gets the Annihilate. He's like, alright, I'm getting Annihilate. I don't care about this much. So what I do here, I send out my Keldeo defensively, because I know my Speed Form is not going to survive for much longer. And Keldeo has the Hydra Kick, but it's not going to help against the Mewtwo, because Mewtwo cannot be moved away. But he also has the 51 versus the 41, could potentially mean that the Mewtwo gets to die, which is absolutely great. So I'm just waiting here. I don't want to tag, I don't want to do anything. I'm just waiting for him to lose his shit. And there's a miss against a miss. Final freaking Lee, I do get the freaking surround, and the turn is 263. Successfully survived over 20 turns with my Rush deck defending against a Mewtwo Y that can absolutely destroy every single one of my mons. And this is what I told you about the bad play about attacking while you're on your entry point. He does get the kill. Don't get me wrong, he does get the kill, but I get to send something a lot closer to the other side if I wanted, and if I had that Speed Form available to me, I would send it right back here, so he would have to attack again. The Sunsteel Strike is not going to make him noxious, unfortunately for me. He's going to go ahead on the Aggressive, which I don't really mind, because I'm just going to attack the Mew, and if I do manage to kill the Mew, he will have either to Go Block or send his Oricorio to defend. I do get the Psychic, even though my C levels would have been enough, and he's going to send his Gold Blocking Solgaleo that he's not going to be able to attack my Keldeo, and I'm just going to go ahead, and because of the humongous purple of the Oricorio, I'm just going to attack it. It's half the will. But he still manages to roll the miss, and I do get the kill. And now he's like, I still have a long throw, buddy. It doesn't matter to me. But if you long throw and you don't do anything with that long throw, I can still send out my Speed Forms. I can still send out the Keldeo with the Hydra Kick. I can do many things, and he doesn't attack. And that is the worst ever that he could have done. He doesn't attack there. He allows me to bring more mons towards his side. That was the worst play he could have made. He should have attacked Mew. The Mew would have had the gold. His 99 damage would have been enough. He should have done that. Or when he standed on the bottom, he should have attacked with the Solgaleo on the Mew, because Tapu Lele is a fairy, so Koko wouldn't be able to pass through that. And this is just pure misplay by the enemy. I do get the Hydra Kick. It doesn't matter that I'm knocked out, because he gets benched, and now Solgaleo is like, alright, forfeit. And that's the resilience of a Rush deck. Imagine all those opponents not being so tenacious. Well, not opponents, but allied Pokemon not being so tenacious. And I'm just gonna say it one more time. I didn't expect a Rush deck to be so difficult to deal with, but obviously it is. And 3MP, the movement that your Pokemon allows you to do and run around like crazy, is potentially a lot better than sheer power. Of course, I'm not standing on 4K as Mr. Troyan is, or many others that are over 4K. But still, I enjoy playing this deck. It's something that I like doing. I don't know, maybe it's frustrating for my opponents. But then again, it's frustrating for me, Lunala, Deoway, and Solgaleo. But you don't see anybody stopping playing those Pokemon, right? Everybody's playing them. So why the hell am I not allowed to play whatever I like to play? Get me? In any case, this is about it for this video. I'm not going to play anymore. I'm just good with this one going through. I'm just going to wait for the multiplier to rise a little bit so I don't have to spend as much gems. But that's about pretty much it. After I do get all the rewards and the 2 tickets, I have some gems on the side. If that happens, I'm going to do some more booster openings. Until then, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And as always, have a nice day.